Reporting from the state of Massachusetts, it is hot as balls outside. I had to shut my AC off so I could record this video, otherwise my microphone would pick it up, so there's a slight chance I could pass out while recording this video. If you're a regular here on the channel, you're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing making a video about furries? This isn't what you subscribed for. Well, guess what, buddy? Over here on the Jeejay channel, when we talk about spooky stuff, we talk about it the Jeejay way.
I don't think any other horror YouTubers have made a video about scary fursuits before, so I guess I'll just have to be the first.
Furries, you are safe over here on the Jeejay channel. This video is not to make fun of you, and actually, I think a decent portion of my audience is made up of furries for some reason. So welcome. I have a little bit of experience with the furry community. Let's just say 2019 was an interesting year for me. I do also have some friends who are furries. What am I doing making this video? Okay, in all seriousness, I wanted to make this video because it's something that's genuinely interesting to me, and doesn't look like a whole lot of people have made a video on this topic yet. And to the furries in my audience, this one's for you. If you're not a furry, please don't unsubscribe. Please come back. I hope I didn't lose you with this one. With that being said, these are some of the most disturbing fursuits I could find. But I gotta get into character first. Ta-da! I'm a goat. It's too hot for this. My window's wide open. If someone walks by, they're going to get quite the show. Garrett, I'm dressed up as you. This is probably goat face. Okay. Before I pass out in this thing from heat exhaustion, let's start talking about this video. Let's start with Beauty of the Base. Everyone who has at least a little experience with the fandom should know what Beauty of the Base is.
I put this on for the bit, but this heat is no joke.
This is Base, a character made by fursuit maker Amy, also known as Beauty of the Base.
Okay.
Nah, whole thing's coming off. Whole thing's coming off.
Sorry.
I tried doing it for the bit, but I can't. Beauty of the Base is Amy's own personal character that's used to represent herself and the fursuit making business. Sorry. Base has 8-inch speakers on the hips and a speaker on the chest. And when the person inside the suit talks, it comes out all distorted and creepy sounding.
Oh, okay, I'll do everything. I'll do this, and this. Fantastic. Look at this unicorn. Oh my goodness. You believe in magic? Oh, I bet.
And one of the other more unique things about this suit design is that it's inspired by the Smiler coaster. Even though this character's design is inspired by the look of the Smiler coaster, the lore between the two isn't connected at all. Now, this isn't the only horror-inspired fursuit that Amy from Beauty of the Base has made. No, there's a whole gallery. Horror fursuits are mainly what Beauty of the Base specializes in. As you scroll through the gallery on their website, you'll see a bunch of other absolutely sick, and I mean that in a good way, horror-inspired fursuits. I don't know if you've ever been to a Halloween expo or convention where they have like these Halloween animatronics and props set up. If you have, then you'd know what I'm talking about when I say this feels like something you would find at a horror convention or expo. This is me when I went to a Halloween expo when I was a little kid. Oh, hello. And honestly, if Beauty of the Base hasn't done their own booth at a Halloween convention yet, I would highly recommend that. I think people would find it really cool, even non-furries. I mean, I find them really cool when I'm not a furry. Garrett? Sorry about Garrett. Anyway, insane detail. I think the one with the stapled back eyelids is one of my favorites. I think this one might be a zombie bunny. I don't know. It's cool though. I like it.
That's so cool.
I wonder how well you can see out of the eyes when the lights are on. Wait, I want to see if there's like a goat one on here. Goats are my favorite animal, if you couldn't tell. Ooh, this looks like a goat. I think this might be a goat. Look at that. That is sick. Oh, the top hat! The top hat! You are gonna be hearing me say, oh wow, that's so cool, that's sick, a lot in this video, because I don't know what else to say. They're just cool. If you're someone who's anti-furry, how can you not at least think this is cool? This is one of the most badass things. This is one of the most badass things you will see all day. That is sick. Again, this looks like something I would see at a Halloween expo or convention. The tongue? Wait a second. Wait, this one doesn't have the tongue. Oh, is the tongue like attachable? Like you can take the tongue on and off? That was a weird movement I just did there. This isn't like on topic or anything. I want to go back to a Halloween convention. I haven't been to a Halloween convention since I was like a little kid. Man, they don't really have many Halloween conventions near where I live in Massachusetts. I think the closest one might be Pennsylvania. I mean, there might be a few smaller conventions in the New England area, but not the type that I'm looking for. Oh, this must be like one of the first versions of base. Wow, yeah, base has changed a lot and improved a lot too. What is this one? Okay, I keep looking through this gallery and I keep finding something that's cooler than the previous thing I just saw, so I'm gonna move on before I get trapped here for an hour. The gore in some of these suits is just disgusting to look at in the best way possible. The horror has aura. Just good stuff. Next up, Death Smile. Instead of leaning into the gory and hyper-realistic type of horror fursuits, Death Smile leans more into the unnerving, with the running theme of adding big, scary, toothy grins to the fursuit heads. Look at this shit. Lord have mercy. They made a huggy-wuggy fursuit head? That looks scarier than the game itself. I really like the theme of teeth for this fursuit maker. A lot of facial horror has to do with the mouth and eyes. The mouth and eyes are the most important things to making something look creepy. When it comes to the uncanny valley, the mouth and eyes are one of the main reasons we experience that feeling. And even when not talking about horror, just in general, one of the first things you notice when you're talking to someone is their eyes and their mouth. Putting the main horror focus into the mouth and eyes for these fursuits is a really neat idea. I really like this mushroom one. I think this one might be one of my favorites on this page. Oh, this one at the door though. I'm not just saying it's cool to say it's cool for the video's sake or to get furry cred points. I genuinely admire how detailed and creepy some of these fursuits look. It takes a lot of time and skill to make a fursuit. The detail just goes so crazy in some of these. It must have taken like years to master it. If there's any fursuit makers watching this video, I have a question. When you send a fursuit off to somebody and they start posting it on their social media pages or whatever, and you look back at it, are there things you wish you could change? Like the customer is completely satisfied with it, they love it, but you look back at it and you're like, man, I wish there was something I could have done while making that suit. I know I and other content creators feel that way about our videos, and it is really cool to see how much fursuit makers have improved over the years. And that kind of just says something, like, anyone can pick up a skill, as long as you practice it for long enough and you're actually passionate about it. I'm probably just saying a whole lot of nothing here. I don't know. It could apply to any skill, but fursuits specifically, you want to make sure your suit looks perfect for the person who's buying it from you. I could imagine there's probably like a lot of pressure when making a fursuit. I don't know how much of that I'm going to keep in the video. I was kind of just rambling on there, but back to the actual suits by Death Smile though. I have a little bit of a soft spot for the skull fursuits, I think. Really cool stuff. Once again, I know I'm saying it for every fursuit I find on here, but playing with facial horror and actually successfully making it look unnerving, you're really talented. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, next one. And I have been really looking forward to this next one. Ichabod Kacheek. I think I pronounced that right. I found them on TikTok, and I thought it was really cool. They make horror videos with their fursuits. Their videos are like the embodiment of what it feels like to be laying on the couch in the middle of the night at your grandparents' house in the dark. You'll look in the doorway in pitch darkness, and your mind will just make up the most terrifying face you can think of. Their videos have almost like an analog horror type of feel to them. At least the videos featuring Sheep Thing do. They have two characters. I should have mentioned that at first. They have Sheep Thing, which is Sheep Thing, and their other character is Ichabod, which is what they mainly go by on social media. The videos featuring Ichabod are a more wholesome type of horror.
If you go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
The videos with that character aren't really all that unsettling. They're more of a cute type of scary.
Why are you so obsessed with Halloween? Halloween is cool.
Sheep Thing is something you'd see in your nightmares.
Who are you?
An angel. What's your name? Satan.
It's nice that they give you two completely different vibes with their content. You get wholesome, cute videos, and then you get nightmare fuel, uncanny valley type shit. I love both of their designs, and they both fit the vibe that they're meant to fit. I reached out to this person because I wanted permission before I included them in the video and thumbnail, and they did more than just reach back to give me permission. They offered to answer any questions for the video if I had any. So, I asked some questions. My first question was, what's the inspiration for Ichabod and Sheep Thing? Are they based on or influenced by anything specific? What's the thought process behind the designs? Ichabod is a mutant Kacheek, which is my favorite pet on the game Neopets. They are my official persona and meant to be the more wholesome character, while Sheep Thing is the side character contrasting that wholesome content and embodying my special interest in horror and occult themes. Sheep Thing isn't really inspired by anything specific themselves, they were just a character I sketched out one day, but games and spooky vids throughout the years have influenced my style. Cult of the Lamb, the Boiled One phenomenon, Infection AUs, and the Walton Files have been the biggest influences, I think. My second question was, what's the inspiration for my dumbass, I already read that. My second question was, do these characters have any story or lore to them? Ichabod is a shopkeeper in the gothic town of Neovia that sells oddities and interesting artifacts they find, and I have a post of Sheep Thing's backstory I can send your way. Sheep Thing was once a gluttonous god that would eat humans by the hundreds. Their true name is unknown. Because they were seen as a danger to the other gods, they were voided of their powers and cast to earth by the head of God. God damn it, I closed out of the video while I was reading it. They were cursed to absorb and feel every ounce of the fear felt during the final moments of every human eaten. However, instead of being the intended punishment, Sheep Thing used a series of ritual circles to convert the fear into power.
I ran out of breath saying that. It is so hot up here. Oh my god.
However, instead of being the intended punishment, Sheep Thing used a series of ritual circles to convert the fear into power.
That was better. That sounded a lot better. Water? I love you.
Anyone who steps near their ritual circles or dares to summon them will be tormented by Sheep Thing to build fear, then eaten alive. The more scared the humans are in those final seconds, the more power they receive, and the tastier the meal.
It reminds me of Pennywise a little bit here. The concept of more fear, making the meal more tasty and giving them more power.
They plan to gain enough power to take revenge on the gods, especially the head god, as well as fill their insatiable appetite for human flesh.
My third question was, wait, did I already read the... Oh, I did, okay.
Do you plan on having more characters in the future, whether they're horror leaning or not? There we go.
Nailed it that time.
I do. I actually have another character in suit in progress for the god that banishes Sheep Thing, and they will also be embodying horror themes.
Oh, I should have asked them if... Oh, god damn it. I should have asked them if they make their own suits, or who makes their suits. Okay, I'll ask them now, and then I'll put the response here. This video's not coming out until Friday anyway, so I'll have time. I'm sure there are lots and lots of horror fursuits out there that I didn't cover, but these were the ones that stuck with me personally. Garrett, what did you think? I know, it was just too hot for me to keep that goat suit on for the entire video. No joke, I was legitimately getting a little bit lightheaded while wearing it for like 10 minutes. If I didn't take that off, I probably wouldn't have finished this video today, because I would be passed out on the floor from heat. If you're a furry, thank you. If you're new here, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing with notifications on. Furries watching this video, I hope you stick around. I think you'll enjoy my other videos as well that aren't furry related. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to turn my AC on as soon as I turn my camera off. Hopefully I will see you in the next video unless one of us unexpectedly dies. Thank you for watching. And now I'm going to put up a picture of one of my furry friends wearing my clothing brand that you should go buy at smoothline.store.
Furries love Smoothline. Oh lord, he can't stop wearing this fire shit. All my bitches love Smoothline. Turns a dog into a hot dog. Yowie. Wait, why is my picture included? I'm not a furry WTF. Go to smoothline.store, fuckers.
Garrett, please move. I need to turn the AC on. Move. Garrett. I'm sweating balls in here, Garrett. I need the AC on. Move out of the way!